we work at this church together. We've worked for a while. You guys have, I've seen you guys grow up. I've watched you guys grow up. And we're going to do a little Bible thing right now. You guys good with that?
Oh, Courtney's ready.
She's so ready.
I'm so scared. I'm so nervous.
So we're going to do a Bible draft. The Bible draft.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ranking the Bible.
We're each going to get 3 picks. So this is how it's going to go. We each get 3 picks, starting with Courtney, of the best books of the Bible. The absolute best books of the Bible. So we're each going to get 3 picks, and we're going to start with Courtney.
I just feel like, yes, we are all entitled to our own opinions, but I feel like I'm so stressed right now. Like, like my answers are not going to be as good as yours.
Dude, I haven't prepared at all.
Me neither.
Okay, well, I have to.
Yeah.
Or we'll be here all night.
No, I trust you.
Okay, I have a little list here. Let me think. I'm going to go Genesis.
Genesis. Dang. Okay, that was one of my picks.
That was on my
Because I
list.
felt like it would, that's why that's my number one, because I almost picked another one, but I was like, ooh, that one's like out there a
Lower of
little.
one.
Yeah.
So Genesis.
Genesis.
Because it, like, as much as it is, like, hard to get through at times, because it talks about, like, the whole, like, lifeline of everybody, like, this person was the son of this person who had this person, and, like...
I think you're thinking of Chronicles.
No, Genesis has it, too.
I think Genesis does have a bit of that, but it's not as bad as, like, Chronicles.
We've
it might not be
attempted
as
to
bad,
do,
but, like,
a-
Genesis still, at least for me, is hard to get through the beginning parts of it, at least, because the first few chapters of it, because we started doing a Bible study where we take notes, like, we'll read silently next to each other, and then we'll write our notes, and then we'll compare them.
Oh, that's cool.
So, and that one was like, oh my gosh, I drew out a family tree and everything, because I was like, I can't comprehend it without.
So that's interesting. Genesis. All right,
Genesis.
so Genesis is taken. So we'll put that up on the screen.
Yeah, because...
Put that up on the screen, future Kevin.
And my reasoning is because it really talks about how we should be in his image. Like our guidelines and everything about like God created.
it's the beginning for a reason, so like, it tells you
In
everything.
a beninging.
In the beninging, like everything. Exactly.
Yeah.
Like I feel like it's still super important because it wouldn't be the first book if it wasn't.
No, that's a good pick. That is a good, and it was on my list.
Yeah. Oh, for sure.
It was definitely on my list, but it wasn't my first pick. My first pick, because I get to go next, is John.
Good.
Because everybody knows John.
John
3:16.
Yeah,
It's the most
that's a
famous
good one.
verse. Next to God helps those who helps themselves. It's not in the Bible. But John 3:16, John is going to be my first pick. It's one of the, the first four. It's one of the Gospels. It talks about Jesus' life. It's one that everybody can kind of quote something from it. So that's my first pick is John.
Solid pick. That's a solid one. I'm gonna go with my first pick. We had somewhere in the middle. We had the beginning. So we're gonna go to the end. I'm picking Revelation.
You're picking Revelation.
That was my other one.
Yeah.
That was my second.
I still have 2 more, and I hope you guys don't pick them.
All right, so
Yeah, I mean Revelation. It's the very end. It's everything that God says. Hey, all this is gonna happen right before things turn south and everyone's coming home. So people have their opinions about how close we are to that and stuff like that, but we ain't gotta get into
We'll never know
like that.
until it happens.
I love the imagery of it.
No one knows. The best part is that this guy thinks when he reads Revelation, he takes it as literally as possible.
I'm a Revelation literalist.
And it makes me so happy to picture that.
I
'cause
want to
he'll
see
tell
a
stories.
locust with a lion face.
I
want to see a dragon come out of the sea with 10 horns, with a lady clad in purple riding on top of it. The imagery in Revelation. Revelation's the first book of the Bible I ever read. First book I've ever read.
What a way to start.
What a way to start. And since then I was hooked. I'm like, I love this book. I take it as literal as possible. Do I know for sure? No. I don't know if it is like a literal or if it's more like a poetic thing or if it's more like,
Some people say they could be referencing like helicopters
Yeah.
and other stuff because that's the closest thing they could compare it to way back when none of this was
But
invented.
I take it as this is literal.
God, and it would be so fun if that were true. But yeah, I'd take Revelation.
All right, Revelation.
So fun, and I'm over here like
Terrified.
Fun? You think this is
No.
fun?
Not fun to live, but I just want to watch it.
That's
like,
what I, yeah.
Put it up on the 60 inch.
especially like
you know?
me and you to be like switched on this, like fun versus scared, because like I love scary stuff and he does not. So for him to be like, this is awesome, and I'm just like, I'm shaking in my boots right now.
Well, I say fun in the sense of I hope by this point I'm watching from above.
Yeah.
And
I don't
not
plan
I mean,
to
I
be
agree.
here.
No,
Yeah.
for
Nobody
sure.
does, but...
Right.
For sure.
All right, next pick. Round 2.
Drum roll, please. Okay, my next pick is 2 Timothy.
Ooh.
Oh, 2 Timothy.
And honestly, I only picked it because of one reason.
Yeah.
It just really is it has my favorite verse in it.
Oh, okay.
Because I'll tell you the verse. It's 2 Timothy 1:7. For God gave us a spirit, not of fear, but of power, love, and a sound mind.
Yeah, that's cool.
Because when I used to live all by myself in a scary apartment,
A terrifying apartment.
terrifying little apartment with scary people that lived in it,
Yeah.
I was always so like panicked, and I had like I've never had so much anxiety in my life. And I would just like, I remember there would be times I would lay in bed at night just crying with like all the lights on in the apartment because I couldn't sleep. I was like, someone's gonna break down my door because these scary people in the apartment.
Right.
And I remember one time I was just sitting there and I was like hyperventilating, and I was just like praying to God. I was like, please fix me. Like,
I'm broken. Fix me,
I was like,
please.
please God, just like, please stop letting this happen. Like, let me be okay.
Yeah.
And it was almost like a snap, and my Bible verse went off, and that was the verse that came on.
Really?
And it was just like, that just spoke to me so much that I'm like, that's
so cool.
why that's my favorite verse now.
I like that. I like your reasoning. My second pick is Proverbs.
Okay.
No!
Ow. Oh my gosh.
Oh, thank you, Jesus.
Oh.
Because a proverb a day keeps the devil away.
Stop! No! That was my last one. I don't have any other options.
You better
And
think.
I thought that would be a safe one to leave because it was kind of a girlier one. Because
What? Wow, that was an insult. You just, bro.
I'm sorry.
No, it's fine. It's fine. I love Proverbs because it's literally 31 Proverbs. Most months have 31 days in them. So you get to read a proverb a day.
I've never even heard of that, but I like it.
No, it's a proverb a day keeps the devil away is the cliche tagline.
No,
But it's like it does fit to like read one a day. And that was my work.
I like that.
When I worked tech support, that was one of my daily reads. So it was every day I would get to work 10 minutes early, break out the Bible, and I had a little physical ESV, and I'd read my proverb for that day. And I'm like, this better get me through this day because I work tech support, and all I did was get yelled at. Mm-hmm. So I was like, God, I just need something today. I need something to get me through this, and it was Proverbs. It was always Proverbs would have something for me. Mm-hmm. And I never read the same one twice, and even though I read it multiple months, it was never the same. But yeah, that's my pick.
Interesting. You brought another one into my mind because I only really had one left.
Yeah.
And I think I'm safe in holding that one for the last pick. But if someone else takes it, I'm going to be screwed. And I think Courtney's going to ruin my ears again when I say this word. But I'm going to go with Psalms.
Psalms.
I am not going to ruin your ears.
Okay, thank goodness.
That was in the back of my mind, but it wasn't my last pick, I don't think.
I'm going to go with Psalms because, one, there's so many of them.
Yeah, literally.
And, like, there's just a lot of, like, you can get a lot of worship songs from Psalms.
Well, I mean, that's kind of what they are.
You know. But
Who'd have thought?
That was a good look.
I know, who'd have thunk it, right?
Right.
But yeah, I mean, there's a bunch of them. There's a lot of good messages in there, almost like short poems and stuff like that. Like, it's not hard to read.
Yeah.
It's a good place if you were, like, just, lost on where to turn your Bible to. That's definitely a good place to start reading.
Okay.
For sure.
Faux show. All right, last round.
There's only one more, and then you're done.
Yeah, and then you're done.
Okay.
Just don't pick mine. Don't pick mine. Don't pick mine.
I'm going to go with Acts.
Nice.
That was.
Pain,
Nice.
back.
That's
Payback.
awesome.
It's fine.
Payback.
It's fine.
Payback.
It's fine. Not even worried about it. Not even mad.
That's brilliant.
I'm absolutely livid. No, why Acts? Tell me why.
I love it. I'm scared because my reasoning's probably not even going to be as good as his.
My reasoning is not good for liking Acts. But anyway.
Well, I want to hear your reasoning anyway after she's done.
Okay.
Because it really follows the lives of Jesus' disciples after he has gone up into the sky, is what it says on this one that I found.
Yeah.
No, it is because I like it because it's the first one that I really studied. So that's why it's one that I picked. That's my reasoning. But when I was panicking, searching the best books in the Bible because you guys took all my answers.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what this one says, but oh my gosh, my nose itches.
That's gonna be a good soundbite.
Yep.
But yeah, my main reason is because it was like the first book that I really but
My reasoning is not that different. Is because that was the book that we did when we did Bible quizzing. So it was the one I was tested on first.
Okay.
So when I did Bible quizzing, I just did the 10 pointers and like the easy ones, it's like and God raised him from the dead. Boop, and then just answer like Acts 13:30. I still remember it. Like very simple answers. So it was like I think it is. Someone's gonna fact check me. It's like, nope, Kevin, that's wrong. There is no Acts 13:30. But that was it. It was a Bible quiz thing. It was the first one I was ever tested on. But because you stole it.
Wait. I'm looking up Acts 13:30.
Okay, she's gonna fact check me.
I am.
Live.
Wow.
In studio.
I've never been more nervous.
Right?
Yeah. See if I still remember
It's
it
like,
from.
actually, Acts 13 only has 14 verses.
Acts 13:30, but God raised him from the dead.
Jeez.
10 points for Gryffindor.
Still got
I
it.
think Kevin deserves a round of
Yeah,
applause from the
woo!
live studio audience.
Bro, it was like literally. I only joined because I liked the girl that was on the team.
Oh my gosh,
Yeah.
stop.
It was funny. But it was still like a fun thing to do.
Did you end up getting her number at the end of it, like the kid at church camp?
Oh, sure. But it was still a fun experience. Like I got to like go do Bible quizzing and things. We did like all around the state, and that was really fun. I like traveling. My pick now, as far as best books of the Bible, now that you've taken Acts, for me, this is a personal pick, and it's gonna be Zephaniah.
Okay.
It is an Old Testament.
The relief that just came from him when he said,
I
okay.
still
Zephaniah
I had
had
one left in my brain.
is not a long book. It is a very short book, and there's a lot of reasons why I like it, but it's my favorite verse ever, and it's tied into my favorite story of, but neither your silver nor gold will save you on the day of the wrath of the Lord, to where it's like there's going to come a point to where everything that you've stored up, everything that you've bought, everything that you have, is not going to save you. There is this point to where God's wrath is going to get poured out, and you need to know that there's going to be this point of like your silver nor gold will mean nothing. And to me, I was like, that's so metal. First off, it's like it's such a metal verse, but it's like it's this like of an oncoming storm kind of warning. Like we have this in our forecast. Like you need to understand your stuff's not going to save you. And it's one of the things that makes me, I'm not a super materialistic person. I like to have nice things, sure. But if a nice thing breaks, I'm not going to cry. And like, oh, I'm super bummed out. Like, okay, it's just a thing. I don't take it with me.
Right.
But that's my pick is Zephaniah.
Cool. Yeah, last pick. This was probably the first book that actually came to my mind when you first brought it up. But not a super long book either, like your last pick. I'm going to go with James.
James.
Because the last time I read it, and it's just the way that I took it, it's just like it's very short, but it just kind of gives you all of the bullet points of how Jesus expects us to act, and like be. Just like very simple, like love your neighbor. And like literally everything as basic as that from beginning to end. And it's only like, I want to say 6 or 7 chapters. You might fact check me, but it's very short.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just like bang, bang, bang. I almost would, like, if someone comes up to me and is like, hey, I've never really read the Bible. I'm not exactly sure, how I'm supposed to, like, what I'm supposed to do. Now that, like, I want to be a Christian, but I don't know, like, the quick, like, like Jesus for Dummies kind of thing.
Yeah.
Be like, just go to James. You can read it in like a couple hours, and it just kind of gets you all of the.
A couple hours? It's 6 chapters.
It's 5
That's
chapters.
5 chapters. A couple hours?
That should be
couple
like a
minutes, I don't know.
45-minute thing tops.
I don't know.
Like,
I don't know how quick you read.
I don't
know.
read. So like if I'm listening if I'm reading a book, I'm listening to the book. I'm YouTubing it or like Amazon audiobooks. I'll get the Bible by James Earl Jones. Have Darth Vader read the Bible to me.
Nice.
Like
can I change my last answer
Nope.
since
no,
nobody
you're
picked it?
locked in.
Nope.
Okay,
We
so
could do honorable mentions, but
Yeah. An
you got
honorable
your
mention.
3.
I'm picking Daniel
That was on my mind as
Daniel's
well.
not bad.
That was on my mind as
because of the story of Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego.
Okay.
I absolutely love that story for whatever reason. The first time I heard it down here at the cave, you might have even been the one preaching on it. It was you or Chris.
Yeah.
I was sitting down here and I've never forgotten it.
It's actually you remember their names?
Did I not just say Shadrach, Meshach, and
You did. Do
Abednego?
you remember their names? That's their names that were given to them.
Oh.
Oh, there is it's
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay, so I did forget, I guess, because
Hananiah,
Nebuchadnezzar
Azariah, and,
did the thing.
Mishael.
Okay.
So
well,
these are their
never
original.
mind. I suck.
I'll just say it. This is a little quiz. No,
I didn't do Bible quizzing, Kevin. Okay. I
you
didn't,
are now. Welcome.
I didn't join
to-
the church until I was 15.
Hey, they're still doing Bible quizzing. They maybe have an adult like competition. That would be fun.
That would
Like a super competitive adult Bible quiz.
That would not necessarily be the most Bible like
Yeah, that would be very
competition.
violent.
Did no one say Romans?
No.
No, Romans was
surprised
gonna
no
be
one say
my
Romans.
pick, but I went with my heart
Yeah,
instead
fair.
of like the most popular.
Yeah,
But Romans would have been
yeah.
I was going to pick Romans because of the Roman Empire.
the Roman Empire. So we've been on that today. I don't think of the Roman Empire ever. I think of scenarios in which I would never be able to win, like me versus 1,000 ninjas or something, like a normal man does. You know, not the Roman Empire.
I think of like, if the lights were going to fall right now, who would it hit? Like,
I have had that reoccurring thought with the chalk wall out there. The one above
Yes!
the door.
yes.
I have had that
Oh,
reoccurring
yeah.
thought. I've never like went out to think about it, but I'm like, if that fell, could I catch it?
No, nothing is so heavy.
If you were ready
Yeah.
for it,
If I was
maybe.
like ready for it, like could I just like hold it up like Atlas holding the world?
Yeah.
No,
And,
so
like-
what's gonna happen is you're gonna rush under and
Yeah.
try and catch it, and you're gonna fall on your back, and you're just gonna be like pinned under.
Yeah.
Like,
No, what's gonna
Someone help
happen is
me.
I'm gonna try
it's
to
gonna
stop
take your
it
good knee and your bad knee.
in the middle, and it's gonna hit me in the head and crack in two, and then like the people under me are still gonna die. I'm like, because I'm not going to catch it just to catch it. I don't care if it breaks. I just don't want it to fall on anybody. But it keeps popping in my head that that's going to fall on somebody and kill them. So
Probably
that's
will.
what I think of, not the Roman Empire.
Yeah, no.
You know,
No.
that and my cat. I miss my cat.
I love my cat.
I want my cat.
Oh my gosh, I did this TikTok filter today with
Yeah.
waffles.
Send it to me so I can put it up for the home.
I
home
can't
crew.
because Drake's in it and he's in his undies because
Wow.
this morning.
That's funny.
You
Oh,
can't see anything really, but it just, you can tell it's
oh, you get the big eyes.
And,
I'll put up a picture of Waffles.
There's,
Send me,
like, his
send me just a
nip.
picture of Waffles.
okay.
Waffles is a good cat. She has Waffles, and I have Biscuits and Gravy. Those are my two. We have breakfast cats.
I used to have pancakes as well.
Oh, yeah.
However,
We need a French
the neighbor
toast.
stole him.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
awful.
Yeah, you'll just drive by, you'll see him in the window.
We need to get a cat for the cave. There is actually a cat outside.
Yes,
that
that could be French
runs around.
toast.
He's French toast.
Eggs.
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 Eggs. We get a little wiener dog and name him Sausage.
You went so eggs.
Eggs. Eggs.
It could be.
Yeah.
French toast has to be an orange cat. I've already.
It does.
Yeah.
I've just.
No, but that's Garfield. No, okay. All right.
I love lasagna and I hate Mondays.